Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. You can see I'm in the house right now, and what I'm going to do in this video is take you through an updated tour of my jump rope collection. So let's get into it. Alright, I keep my jump ropes downstairs in the basement. Some of you might have seen the last video, so you know where I keep them. So out here in Michigan, I think this is what they call a Michigan basement, where the basement is pretty much for storage and things of that nature. And that's pretty much what it is. It's a nice storage area though. When you move around a lot like we do in the military, you end up having a lot of stuff, and it's a challenge to try to get rid of stuff and keep track of your stuff. So it's always nice to have a good storage area. You can see all the suitcases my wife and I have. So now we're going to start with this area, and I'm going to go through all the jump ropes that I have here. I have a lot of jump ropes, and I buy them, I review them. Some of them get sent to me for free, but this is where I keep the mainly the 5mm PVC cord jump ropes at. So I'll start with one of the new ones that I got. It's the Elite SRS Muay Thai. I've used it a couple times. It's been really cold here in Michigan, and so with cold weather, remember when you have PVC does not react well in extreme temperatures. So hot weather, cold weather, it just does not react well. And so I've used this a couple times. I need to use it more before I actually do a good review, so that I have a good sample size of workouts and usage to do the review. But overall, the rope is pretty good so far. So you get another view of it. Another new one that I had that you've probably seen a review on is the, I don't know, I guess you'd call it the Elevate rope. It's not really anything but a buy jump ropes rope that's way overpriced, and you saw the review I did on this one. It's basically a buy jump ropes rope that they ship in the parts, and I think that they just make the parts and then they put a tape logo on it that comes off the first time you use it. But if you've seen my review on it, check it out. It's a 30-minute review, so I go into great detail about the rope and about some of their business practices, so definitely check that out. Overall, pretty disappointed with this rope, but I didn't pay full price for it, so that's okay. But even if I did, I'd still be pretty disappointed with it. So I rarely use this rope. The other ropes I have here are mainly other PVC ropes. So I have the Yadata counting jump rope. I did a review on this one as well. This jump rope is good if you are in the beginning stages or you're not really into tricks or things of that nature, because it helps you count your jumps, and you really can't do much with this rope other than the basics. I have several punk ropes that I still use. Shout out to Tim Haft. These ropes are pretty basic overall, but the main thing about these ropes is they're cheap and they are pretty durable. I haven't had any of them break on me. And I like what Punk Rope does because they make these ropes accessible to people who might not have a lot of money, and they don't overcharge for their ropes. We'll go over to the Elite SRS Boxer 3.0. The name kind of rubs off as soon as you get this rope. I did a review on this one as well. Overall, it's not a bad rope. The one thing I do like about this rope is that it has the cord in the rope right here. Makes it more durable and in my opinion easier to maneuver around. This is the crossrope Freestyle rope. I did a review on this as well. This rope is pretty good overall. I wouldn't necessarily say it was a freestyle rope just because the handles are shorter and it's got a 5mm cord, but I mean, that's just my definition of a freestyle rope. Some people might disagree with me, which is fine, but overall I think it's a good rope, especially if you're interested in crossrope but you don't want to pay the money that they charge, because their ropes are expensive. They're good quality, but they are expensive. Let's see, most of these are just punk ropes. This was a rope that, back when I thought that I wanted to design my own rope, but I decided probably wasn't the best thing for what I wanted to accomplish with the channel. This was a rope that a company sent me as a prototype. It's a really basic rope. I haven't used it in probably a couple years since I first started jumping. Overall, it's not bad. Probably a good beginner rope, but I realized at that point that I probably would be better off just doing YouTube videos and not really taking the time to design my own rope when the options are pretty limited out there, unless you engineer and make your own rope and pay somebody to do it. All right, let's see what else. Oh, okay, this is one of the first jump ropes I ever got. This is the fitness gear rope. I got it from Dick's Sporting Goods, I think way back in the day. Not a bad rope, pretty good for beginners. I have a review on this one as well. I think, okay, yeah, the Tidal rope. This was one of the ropes that I recommended against getting. You can see it's very similar to that Carolina Blue one I have. This rope is only around $5. Not the best rope, but if you are short on money and you're wanting a rope that you're gonna sacrifice performance for cost for, this might be something to consider. Now, let's see, I think that I've covered everything except for the last one. This is what a Rush Athletics rope looks like. This is the money rope. You can see it's the same one that I reviewed. I think it's been about a year or so. So there's a lot of talk about the money rope being different from other PVC ropes. You can see it's really no different at all. I mean, I think one good thing about this rope is that the handles are a little bit longer, so you can maybe do some freestyle type tricks with them, but there is nothing special about this rope. It's pretty much all hype. And you can see my review on that as well. All right, I'm gonna move over into the next part of the basement. I'll get there's no light in here, but that's all right. This house was built in like 1928. It's a really great house, but you can see it is a little bit older. This is where I keep my cross ropes. I have a lot of cross ropes. I've reviewed all of these on the channel if you want to check those out. If you want to get a good idea of what I think about crossrope. Overall, I think it's a good company. I think that they've done some good engineering to try to make a really good product for people that lasts a long time. And so I'll just go through these one by one. You got the 9-ounce attachment that comes with the Speed LE set. Really good for strength building. 9-ounce right here. This is the 6-ounce attachment that comes with the Speed LE. And this is the 3-ounce attachment that comes with the Speed LE with the Speed LE handles. These handles right here, these slim handles here, you can use them with all the ropes, so you don't have to get new handles. I really like the Speed LE set. I think it's a good set. This is the famous half-pound attachment that comes with the Get Lean. I've had this since 2018 when I first started jumping. It's offered me a lot, or it's given me a lot of good value. And then these are the Wad Prep slim handles. As I said a couple minutes ago, you can use these handles with other attachments. I wouldn't use these slim handles with anything above the 9-ounce rope. All right, now here's the attachment, probably the most popular cross rope attachment out there, the 1/4 pound. This is a good one to use for building lean muscle and just cardiovascular improvement in general. Now we have the 2-ounce Wad Prep. I think that Crossrope did a partnership with Wad Prep. This is one of the attachments here. And then the other one is the 5-ounce. Pretty good for mastering double unders and building up your strength, going from the 2 to the 5. We have the pound. This is a great one. This is one of my favorite ones from Crossrope, the pound rope attachment. And then these are the newer handles. These handles are pretty good. I really do like them. Alright, I think I went through all of them except for the big boy, the 2-pounder. This is the heaviest cross rope that I have. I don't use it too much just because, and I need to use it more just because it is very taxing, and it offers you a really good weight training workout. So I need to use that more. I've been using my 3-pound battle rope that I reviewed, and I keep that one out in the garage, but I need to use that 2-pound crossrope more. All right, now this is how I store the speed ropes or the lighter ropes. So we'll go through these real quick. This is the 1-ounce attachment for the bolt, and I use this quite often for double unders. This is the Buddy Lee Reisig partnership supersonic speed rope. Really good rope for double unders. I got my personal best in double unders in a row on this rope a couple years ago. This is one of the ropes that I had that wasn't in the last video, the RX, the original. Great rope. I think this is what the boxing team, US boxing team, uses. I think this is a great rope, one of my go-tos. All right, let's keep going through it. One of my favorite ropes of all time, crossrope bolt, great rope. These two go together, the 1-ounce and the 3-ounce. So right here, these two go together, so you can change these out in that swivel bearing there. Got the double under wonder, not my favorite rope. I rarely use it. There's the case right there. I don't think it's very good for double unders. I started trying to learn double unders with this rope, and it was a big mistake. I think once I can't remember which rope I used to learn double unders on, but this rope definitely didn't do me any favors, and it's not my favorite. Not to say it's not other people's favorite, it's just personal preference. All right, this is actually one of the better double under ropes I've used over time. It's got a long handle. For some reason, I think that works out better for me. I think this was actually the rope that I learned double unders on, the actual double under rope that I learned double unders on. It's the Mil-Spec MS1. You can see it started to rust a little bit, but I still use this around once or twice a week, and it works pretty well. This one right here, probably the one I'm most excited about. This is the new rhythm rope here with the yellow rope attachment. This rope is awesome. I just used it for the first time, and I compare it to the prototype that the owner sent me back in August. They're a little bit different. There's a new spring, I believe, on it. I mean, this prototype is awesome, but there's a big difference between the prototype and this one. This is a fantastic rope. The guy makes them by hand. Yeah, I can't say enough good things about this rope. Trying to see what else. Okay, this is the Tidal Signature Deluxe rope. I believe that's what it is. It's got a very common design that you can see. If you go on Alibaba, you'll be able to get this rope, I think, if you buy wholesale for maybe $5 or $10 a piece. This is a really popular design that a lot of companies have started buying and putting their own branding on. What else do we have here? The Rich Froning CrossFit double under rope. I believe it's the SR1F. This is a great rope for double unders and CrossFit. One of my favorites. This rope right here, I haven't done a review on this rope yet. This is the Bullet Comp from Elite SRS. I think this is a good rope. It's not my favorite double under rope, but it does do the job pretty well, and I need to do a full review on this rope. It's on my to-do list. Trying to think. Oh yeah, and then there's this rope. Yeah, this rope kind of has some bad memories attached to it. This is a rope that came with the gym I used to own that ended up going out of business, so tough memories there, but I do keep it to remind myself to just keep going during adversity and to just use it. Use the things that you go through that aren't the best in your past to learn and to overcome adversity. So that's why I keep this rope. I never use it. It's just a reminder, just to, if you fall down, just keep picking yourself up and keep going. All right, we got the final one, and this is where I keep most of the freestyle ropes at. All right, so first there's the punk rope, freestyle rope. This one is pretty good. I haven't done a review on it yet, but I will in the future. Tim Half, shout out to him, he sent me this rope. This is the Nike, I can't remember what it's called, the fundamental speed rope. This is one of the first jump ropes I ever bought. It's not my favorite. I have a review on the channel for it, and I explain kind of why it's not my favorite. But I like to keep all my ropes just because I have good memories with these ropes, and sometimes I might want to use them, who knows. All right, going back. So I have a couple Buddy Lee ropes of the same. I have 2 Rope Masters. This is a fantastic rope, not the best rope for beginners, but it is a great rope, one of my favorites. This is one of my favorite ropes of all time too. This is when I had been experimenting with coming out with a rope. I sold about 25 of these. These are the custom colors that Elite SRS came up after for me as we were talking about possible rope design, when I didn't know if that's the way I wanted to go. But either way, this is a fantastic rope. Very simple, but very easy to use for freestyle. All right, now we have the Title boxer's rope. I think that's what they call it. I can't remember. I did a review on the channel on this as well. This is actually a pretty good rope for the price you pay for it. It's only $10, and it's surprisingly versatile. I can do a lot of stuff with this rope that I didn't think I would be able to do. So I really like this rope actually. All right, and now we have one of the better ropes I've used, the Buddy Lee Aero Speed. I don't have the Green Hornet cable on this. I just have the regular PVD, PVC rope here. Really good rope actually, especially if you are trying to you're trying to merge the gap between freestyle and traditional jumping. All right, last one on this shelf, or on this nail here, is the Buddy Lee Versa Trainer. I have not done a review on this one. I owe a review to you guys and girls on this one, and so I'll save my comments for that review. So yeah, this is where I keep the jump ropes at. This is what it looks like when I come down here. I just come down here early in the morning before I work out, and I start doing my jump rope routine out in the garage. So that's where I keep my jump ropes at. Now I'll give you a tour of the new workout area that we have down in the basement. Let me turn the lights on. Yeah, so this is the new workout area. I had always wanted a treadmill, and so I got a treadmill for Christmas, which is nice. I still run quite a bit just because we're required to run in the military. I've been running for the past 12 years or so, and I just don't really want to lose the ability to run. And then we also have a fitness bike, which is nice to use. My wife mainly uses this, and then the weights and the foam roller that come with it. Yeah, there's a couple things about the treadmill. You know, there's this whole saying out here in the jump rope community that Rush Athletics says, skip the treadmill. He's probably joking, but it doesn't matter what you do. As long as you get out there and start doing your exercises, that's what matters. It could be jump rope, treadmill, the fitness bike. But yeah, I don't think that's the best thing to say, skip the treadmill, and to make fun of people. I don't know if that's what he's trying to do. But for someone who's in an influencer position like that, like he is, with hundreds of thousands of followers and people who look up to him, who look to him for advice, it's probably not the best thing to say, to skip the treadmill, because people who don't really know too much about fitness might think that they're doing something wrong by being on a treadmill or running in general, and then it might mess up everything for them. So those are just my thoughts. I can tell you this, I still run on the treadmill 2 to 3 days a week. It does help me, but it's all about your personal fitness goals. So don't let anybody, even if they have hundreds of thousands, millions of followers, tell you that what you're doing is wrong. As long as you're getting up and doing something each and every day, whether that's walking around your neighborhood, walking your dog, running on the treadmill, running outside, jumping rope, whatever. Doesn't really matter. As long as you're out there exercising your body and maintaining your health and fitness. All right, that's all I have for today. I hope that you enjoyed this video and tour of the jump rope collection. If you have any questions, comments, you can leave them in the comment section below. I always look forward to hearing what people have to say and interacting with people who come through and watch the channel. Please subscribe, hit the thumbs up button. Until next time, I'll see you later. Stay safe, stay healthy. Jump rope to freedom. Peace.